Hey looters, Flutes here. I want to talk about Spell Mastery, the level 18 ability wizards get, today on Flutes Loot. FlutesLoot.com is the website that Opal, my wife, and I, Flutes, maintain and have been writing on for years. We've been doing videos for a much shorter time, but we're trying to pair a video to our articles so that you have something to watch and listen to or read. So check out the article for this video in the description below. So Spell Mastery, it's a high level ability for wizards, level 18, and I don't see it talked about very often. Most people say that they want to get level 9 spells as a wizard, and then they probably multi-class 1 to 3 levels in something else. I really recommend, at least considering, how important Spell Mastery might be for your wizard, particularly certain types. Spell Mastery allows you to take one level 1 spell and one level 2 spell and basically make them cantrips for you. You can cast them over and over again. You don't need spell slots. Some first and second level spells are very good at all levels of play. Some great choices for spells you might want to cast over and over again that are as good or better than just using a cantrip include Absorb Elements, Catapult, Charm Person, Disguise Self, Fog Cloud, Long Strider, Magic Missile, Shield, Silent Image, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and Thunder Wave. And those are just at level 1. Let's look at the level 2 spells. And again, these spells only need to be as good or better than a cantrip. Aghanazar's Scorcher, Alter Self, Detect Thoughts, Enlarge Reduce, Hold Person, Invisibility, Levitate, Magic Weapon, Mirror Image, Misty Step, Phantasmal Force, and Shatter. There's lots of spells you could choose, but those are my top picks for Spell Mastery because they are impactful at high levels of play if you need them. And keep in mind, you don't have to just pick one and that's all you get forever. When you long rest, you can swap out which spells you've mastered, which is kind of funny. But it's like a specialty of like what you've really committed yourself to, and you can change it around. So which wizards might gravitate to different sorts of spells from these lists? One would be the Abjurer. If you're using Absorb Elements and Shield with Spell Mastery, you can be recharging your Arcane Ward to guard you and your allies. If you are an Enchantment Wizard, Hold Person as your level 2 spell that you can use over and over again can be so good against humanoids. Tasha's Hideous Laughter can be good against anything else that's not immune to like a charm effect. Because an Enchantment Wizard gets to twin cast those spells. So not only are you casting Hold Person like it's a cantrip, like you could do it every round if you're done concentrating on it from the last round, you can twin spell it. So you are for free getting an attempt to paralyze 2 enemy humanoids. If it's 2 non-humanoids, you can do Tasha's Hideous Laughter and get 2 creatures with it so that they can become rolling on the ground and vulnerable to an attack from your allies. Enchanters could also use Charm Person to twin and use it like a cantrip, as well as Suggestion, a very good spell. Twin them and just keep using them over and over again. Blade Singers might become very difficult to combat if they are using things like Blur or Mirror Image to constantly be refreshing their defenses. They can use Shield and Absorb Elements again to just completely defend themselves while doing their blade dancing. Conjurers would benefit from spells like Fog Cloud or Grease, Misty Step, Web, that all can refresh their benign transportation ability because they're all conjuration spells that would allow them to keep doing that. You could also have some fun conjuring up your little trinkets that you get as a conjurer that are like blue little objects, and you could use the catapult spell to fling them at people. So you could summon up little trinkets to catapult towards people like a telekinetic, like Bullseye from Daredevil or something like that. Evokers get the Empowered Evocation ability, which would empower their Magic Missile spell that they cast like a cantrip. Same for Aghanazar's Scorcher, Shatter, and Thunderwave. Illusionists can suddenly cast all the spells they want of illusion at low level. Necromancers would suddenly have some ways to buff their skeletons, like send them in one at a time with Dragon's Breath until it dies, and then send another one in. They could cast Long Strider to make them faster. You could cast them on all your skeletons. You can also create Fields of Darkness. You can cast Blindness, Deafness on your enemies so that they're being swarmed by undead and cannot see. The Necromancer could even cast Hold Person over and over again on different humanoids so they're paralyzed while being swarmed by the undead. You can even make your zombies and skeletons extra springy by giving them the jump spell so that they're jumping around like some kind of super zombies. I hope this gives you a taste of how good Spell Mastery can be for certain wizards, and it's definitely something to reach for. I know it's high level play and most people don't reach it, but it is something to consider if you are going to get to high level play. You're trying to plan out how your character is going to be, and if you want a multi-class, especially if you're one of these types of wizards that can get a lot of utility out of spell mastery, do not forget it, because it's something to look forward to. It can totally change the game for your wizard. That's just my quick thought on spell mastery. It can be incredibly good, and I just don't see people talking about it a lot. What spells can you think of that could be especially good for any wizard or specific wizards? And don't forget to like and subscribe this video as you leave some comments and get a discussion going with me. Opal and I still have a small YouTube channel here in Flutes Loot, so we tend to respond to every comment we get, and so please let us know your thoughts. Go master some spells, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.